All right. Welcome back to Eyes Open Media. This is report extras that I didn't get to cover in the report earlier today that isn't going to come out until this comes out. So they're both going to come out at the same time. So the main channel 365 report is done right now, but I'm not going to put it out until this report is completed as well. So they're both going to be out at the same time. Okay. I didn't get to cover a lot of things in that one, because I was on the 365 page, and you guys posted a lot of things, and we were going over a lot of things as well. But let me refresh some of you guys from that report that you haven't seen yet. If you're on this, if you're looking at this one first, you haven't seen that one. Okay, so the U.S. dollar is at 100.43 right now, but here's the thing: the Dow is no longer at 20,000, like I was saying on the first report. The Dow is no longer at 20,000. Okay, so what does that mean? Okay, I don't know. I don't know what that means. Does that mean that the Dow, because the Dow had a purpose, right? The Dow's purpose was to go to 20,000 for a breakthrough in the Middle East. That was the purpose of the Dow, right? And that was a prophecy from Kim Clement years ago, right? So that was a prophecy, right? So it went to 20,000, but it's no longer there, okay? And I don't know. We haven't seen the breakthrough in the Middle East yet. We're going to see it, regardless of the Dow went to 20,000. We're going to see a breakthrough in the Middle East because Western Mosul will be given to us, in the next 4 weeks or less, okay? So we know that. So, I don't know. I don't know what to think of it. I don't know. It's not surprising because I was told by somebody in the summertime that the Dow was only going to stay up for 3 days, 3 business days, and then it will start to fall. Okay, so I'm stunned that we don't have the revaluation so that we could have bought some stocks at 20,000. Maybe the Dow is going to come back above 20,000. Maybe it might be 3 times. Maybe the first time it didn't happen at 20,000. Maybe it comes back to 20,000 and it doesn't happen again and it falls. And then maybe it comes back to 20,000 and it doesn't happen again. And then the 4th time it finally comes back to 20,000. That's when they give it to us. I don't know. Okay, so I don't know. So we're just gonna have to watch and see. Bitcoin, one Bitcoin is at $925. I'm still waiting for a move with Bitcoin to move itself up to 1,000 plus. Okay, so it's waiting patiently for the right time to make its move back above 1,000. If Bitcoin was at 3,000, my life would be different right now. Especially because we earn Bitcoins and my paying crypto ads. So imagine if Bitcoin was at 3,000 and everything you earn in here tripled, right? So that would be awesome. Okay, so let's go ahead. The links in the description for this. I know this is probably the first time I'm showing this on this channel, Eyes Open Media. I think it's the first time. I'm not sure. Okay, then we did have the breaking news on the Parliament voted in Qazim, and I did explain Qazim was like this area was Qazim was one of the last areas that was liberated in East Mosul. It was basically one of the strongholds, the last strongholds of East Mosul, and then we have an interior minister that's named Qazim. It's kind of weird, and I don't know if that's a coincidence or not. But anyways, and then also the breaking news about the Parliament voted in Ifan as the Minister of Defense. Okay, so we got that. But they weren't able to get the other 2. I don't know what the other 2 were. I can't remember. I think Abadi or Iraqi Day did say something about it. Let's go here since we are in the report extras. I can go around here and see what those were. Let me see if he has anything here on it. Okay, there it is. The Ministry of Commerce and the Ministry of Industry failed. Okay, so the Ministry of Commerce and the Ministry of Industry failed to get approved by Parliament today. Okay, but the other 2 got approved. Okay, so we're still waiting on the full government of Abadi. I mean, it's been a year. Okay, remember last year Abadi said we're gonna have those full names, we're gonna have the names of the new government, right? And we still, it's January 30th, and we still do not have a full government of the new names put into place for my body. Now we know that the a lot at the CBI is going to stay. They're not going to be making any changes. Shabibi's not coming back, as we all saw that Shabibi is deciding not to return, or he would have been already back by now, right? So he's deciding not to return. He's allowing. I guess he trained. I guess they believe Allah can do the job, even though they haven't. Maybe not. Maybe they haven't. Maybe they haven't. But maybe they don't believe Allah can do the job, and then maybe they're waiting until Western Mosul is given, and then they'll make us quick move. Okay, so let me backtrack on that, because nothing is given until we see Western Mosul, right? So when Western Mosul is given, let's say they don't change the value, right? Let's say they don't change the value until after Western Mosul. Then everything is up for grabs then. Anything could happen after that, because once Western Mosul is given to, a body could remove Allah like that and bring and put Shabibi in for 90 days, and to manage the currency while it's going through its steps. We don't know. We don't know what's going to happen, right? So I need to backtrack on that. Dr. Shabibi could always come back for 90 days, 6 months, and do what he does, and make sure the mechanisms are working properly. Okay, so I can't say that a lock is a given, because if a lock was a given, they would have already named him the governor of the CBI. But they don't. They still have him as the acting proxy governor, according to the IMF. So that should tell us something there, that they don't believe he's qualified, even though he's doing a great job. He's done a great job the last 9 months. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen when they give us Western Mosul. Everything is up for grabs. Okay, the whole government could change in the blink of an eye. So we need to watch out for that. Okay, Sarah did. I didn't talk about this on the first report either. Sarah says that Trump bans refugees from the U.S. Liberals collectively freak out. Obama obliterates 7 countries with bombs. Liberals are nowhere to be found. As you see here, Obama creates 6.6 million refugees, and no one says a word. And yeah, that's true, because we didn't even say nothing, and we're guilty of that too, because we stood there and watched Obama drop all those bombs, right? And we saw hospitals. Obama orders all the bombings, right? Military just can't go out there and bomb stuff. Obama has to write off on this. Okay, so Obama writes off on this stuff and gives the orders, and just like Donald Trump's going to be giving orders, right? He's bombing Yemen and things of that nature, and trying to find al-Baghdadi. But yeah, 6.6 million refugees was created because of all the bombings we did. And no one said anything about that. But people are attacking, countries for not allowing these refugees to come on in. But you're not attacking how the refugees became about, because they had homes. They weren't refugees until Obama started ordering bombs being dropped everywhere, right? And then they became refugees. And then the fact that these refugees have to go from the Arabic countries, and the rich Arabic countries are not taking them in. They have to go overseas to America and to Europe. That should be a red flag in everybody's mind, because you're in Arabic countries. Why don't you just go to the rich Arabic countries? Oh wait, the rich Arabic countries are not allowing them to come into their country. Something is not right about that picture. They're sending them to Europe and America to destroy the Western world, while the rich Arabic countries are refusing to allow their own people into their countries. Something's not right. Okay, and we talked about this early last year, springtime last year. We talked about this stuff. This is nothing new to us. We said that the Western world will be coming under great destruction through the refugees. And some people laughed. Some people said, yes, you're right. And some people were like, I don't know yet. And now everybody can see that it's true, right? The destruction of the Western world because of the refugees is happening in Germany, France, Italy, Spain, every place in Europe. And now, of course, America is going to be dealing with the same thing, is in the Western world. But yet China, Japan and China and the Eastern world are not dealing with refugees. How come they're not going to Australia? How come the rich Arabic countries are not bringing them in? You see, so something's not right. It's a plan. And then we had the bankers come out, the bankers come out and say that it is a planned attack on the Western world through refugees. So yeah, and then George Soros even admitted it as well and said, yeah, we're destroying the Western world, because he doesn't live in the Western world. He lives in China, right? So George Soros comes out and says, yeah, we're last year and says, well, yeah, we're destroying the Western culture and the Western world of living, of life, through the refugees. So even George Soros came out and said it, and people still didn't care. People don't care. See, people only care once it hits them. And that's not how we should be living. We shouldn't live that way. We're not supposed to live that way. When you see warning signs, you need to speak up and speak out. Why are you guys, a lot of people are so scared to speak up. You got one life, and you have one life to live. And a lot of people are so scared to speak out and talk about things that they see that are problems, and they wait until it becomes a big problem and then say, "Oh yeah, I knew about that." No, you didn't know about it, because you should have spoke out about it. Okay, and one of the things God hates is a scaredy cat. Scaredy cats don't get into heaven, because you have to be brave to make it into heaven. Number one, because you have to go against the world, and most of the world hate people that are saved. Okay, so number one, so God hates a scaredy cat. Okay, and fear removes your faith. So if you have fear in your heart and fear to do things that are godly, you don't have any faith. So without faith, God can't even move in your life. And with fear, it blocks all your everything that you're called to be. So you know what I mean? So don't worry about the world. Don't worry about being bashed and man, I get bashed all the time, man. You know what I mean? Like people hate me, right? So because of the way I talk, and it's because, and not because I'm disrespecting them, it's because I'm speaking truth, and speaking things that they can't see, and that they have to wait a year or two to see, and they get jealous about that. They hate the gifts I got, or they just hate it because, yeah, we want America destroyed, and you're trying to protect America, right? So it is what it is, right? So don't be scared to speak out about things, man. I see so many people scared, man, and I even told one of my friends yesterday, just speak, man. Stop being scared, man. The people who love you are gonna love you regardless, right? And the people who hate you, you're gonna find out who they are. I mean, it's that simple. And I told him, man, just speak, bro. I'm gonna love you regardless of what you say. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pray for you. If you're saying stuff that's stupid, I'm gonna pray for you. I'm not gonna just throw you away, man. Just speak your mind. You got one life to live. You know what I mean? And RIP to one of my homies, Big Will, who passed away young age, man. People are dropping at young ages, and yeah, man. So we're very sad about Big Will dying. I think he died about a week ago or a couple of days ago. And he's a young man, like 34 years old, man. So and he was a truck driver. So we gotta understand that we got one life, man, and just let it out, basically. Iraq saying that they're demanding the U.S. administration decision to review Trump. Okay, so they're going to review it now. Iraq did ban American citizens for 90 days. So if you're American citizens, then you're going to be going to Iraq. You can't go there for at least 90 days. Okay, and then they're going to reassess that ban. International coalition waging a 5-raid war on Daesh in near Mosul, most likely the western Mosul area, Anbar, right on the Syrian border. And also, Raffidian Bank vows to eliminate manual cash trading phenomenon in Iraq. Okay, so like I said before, these countries are removing cash from their societies, and they're going to go to e-dinar, electronic dinars, and electronic payments and things of that nature. They're removing cash. Things are speeding up very quickly to the beast system. Okay, so we know that in the Antichrist beast system, that we're going to have a cashless society, and that's what the world is going to in a very quick path. Okay, so we're going into cryptocurrencies and cashless societies, and people will be punished for having cash. Okay, and that's where we're going to see the rise of the Antichrist in the beast system. And also, Iran to ditch the dollar in the wake of Trump's Muslim ban. And also, the ads team, we earn 2% plus or 2 to 3% a day in here, and we just buying ad packs, advertising packages, and things of that nature, and building our accounts like a savings account that grows 2 to 3% a day. Okay, so links in the description for everything. Hope you guys are doing well. Eyes open. Take care. Bye.